All right, let's talk package managers. We all use them, but what are they, really?
The common answer is pretty simple. It's just a tool that installs dependencies.
But that idea? It's way too shallow. It doesn't really help us understand what's going on.
So to get it, we gotta ask, what problem were they even created to solve?
Think about it. A world without them would be just absolute chaos for developers. Seriously, you'd be doing all of this by hand. It's a nightmare that just doesn't scale. And it gets worse. This is how you get that infamous works on my machine problem.
Okay, so here's a much better definition. It resolves, installs, links, and maintains our dependencies.
See, it's not just an installer. Think of it as the logistics layer for your code.
So what does it actually do? Well, it handles everything from declarations to managing workspaces. The big one is resolution. It figures out a valid version graph for your whole project. Then the lock file locks it all down. It saves that exact graph so it's perfectly reproducible. So you really have to stop thinking of it as just the thing that installs packages. Here's a better way to see it. It's a dependency graph engine. That's its real job. Installing stuff, that's just a side effect, a consequence of building that dependency graph. Or here's another great analogy. It's the entire supply chain system for your code base.
And this new way of thinking, it's absolutely crucial when you start working at scale.
Especially in a monorepo, you're not just managing external packages, but all these internal ones too. So its job is massive, juggling outside packages while also linking your local code together. At this point, it's not just a tool anymore. It becomes a core part of your architecture. Think of it as the bridge from your intent, the package.json, to the cold, hard reality of the lock file.
But let's be real, a package manager doesn't magically make all that complexity disappear.
What it does do is centralize and control it. And honestly, that's the whole point. So it takes your intent and turns it into a concrete, reproducible graph. That's the secret.
Which leaves one question for you. Is your mental model of your package manager up to the task?